Hi everyone, welcome another video. Today we are going to talk about household economic account data set published by the Statistics Canada. The dataset show how a typical household income, consumption and savings in Canada. So the dataset here has different categories as per the province: Alberta, British Columbia, and other provinces. And the data start from the 1999 to 2024. So we'll use our Power BI dashboard to show how the typical household do in terms of their consumption and savings and other stuff. So in this dashboard, if we select the first province is the British Columbia, how a typical household they earn in a year. The data is from 1999 to 2004. If you look at the latest data, 2024, it shows that a typical household income is $139,000. So it's a disposable income, means that income is deducted from tax. So it's like a $140,000 income, a typical household. So now how much they has a spend on the housing, water, electricity, gas. So looks like a $30,000 they almost spend on the electricity, gas and other utility bill. And their actual final consumption for this year is $136,000. So it looks like a very similar that what the income, and we see almost only $4,600 is their annual savings in 2024. Now, if you look at the another province, Manitoba, so I can see here Manitoba has also similar income category like British Columbia, $133,000, but their housing cost is relatively low in compared to the British Columbia, only $23,000, but the final consumption is $134,000. So it's at the end of this year they have a saving $2,300. Now, if you look at the another province, let's say New Brunswick. For the New Brunswick, we see that they have relatively low income in compared to the British Columbia and Manitoba. So they have a $110,000 income. At the same time, their housing consumption is also housing or electricity bill is very low compared to the British Columbia and Manitoba, only $20,000. And the final consumption is $113,000. But we see here that their household net savings is negative. That means they are on the net savings, zeros, negative savings from their end at the end of the year. So for the Newfoundland, we see that Newfoundland also the similar pattern of the New Brunswick. They have a very similar income level, $114,000, and their housing utility bill is $20,000, and they have also the net savings is a negative $3,400. For the Nova Scotia, we can also see that the very similar pattern to the other Atlantic province, New Brunswick, Newfoundland, and the Nova Scotia. They have $114,000 income. They have a $23,000 consumption on the housing or electricity, and the total final consumption is $18,000, and they have also the negative savings for them. Sometimes people negative saving call that dis saving, but here we use the negative savings. Ontario. So Ontario has a very similar income to the British Columbia. They have a $135,000 yearly income, that is disposable income, that means income after tax. They have a $23,000 on their housing, water, electricity, and gas, and their final actual consumption is that $131,000. At the end of the day, they have a net saving $6,400, which is positive savings. And we can see here that British Columbia and Ontario has a similar savings, although on an average Ontarian they spend less money on housing, water, electricity and gas in compared to the British Columbia. The final province that we have today is Alberta. So Alberta has a $147,000 income. The housing, water, electricity and gas bill is $26,000. The total final consumption is $136,000, although, and they have also very good saving, $10,000. I think the Alberta has the highest savings rate in Canada, $10,000, which is quite a bit of high compared to the other province. Thanks for watching. Look forward to see you another video. Bye now.